Don't worry, it's the calendula officinalis, a decorative plant in the garden, tasty in the kitchen, and with multiple properties. The marigold is considered an annual, meaning it's a plant that is sown in the spring and blooms within the same year, unlike a biennial, which is sown from May, June and blooms the following year. Well, one could say that the marigold is somewhat in between the two, as it is capable of surviving through the winter, meaning that the marigolds sown in the spring, which are blooming now, can survive from one year to the next. That is to say, these are the seedlings that were planted during the summer, like this marigold, for example. This marigold that has been fractured, you could say it like that, which is leaning slightly broken, is currently producing its seeds. Its seeds will fall to the ground and it will self-seed. Seeds that might be spread by ants, which will carry them among the lavenders. Seeds that will also fall at the base of the plot. And these same marigolds, we will find them again next year with a much earlier bloom. To have beautiful marigolds, they are sown in March, seed by seed, in pots with a semi-cutting compost, then transplanted in April, but it is not afraid of frost, so we can transplant them very early. The other method, much more prolific, is to sow marigolds directly in the ground with wildflowers, either broadcast or in rows in a vegetable garden. They spread here and there in the sun or partial shade, reaching heights of 30 to 60 centimeters. We often talk about tagetes, French marigolds, African marigolds, or zinnias to repel nematodes. They are said to be nematicidal. Well, know that marigolds, also nematicidal, can be transplanted at the base of tomato plants. It also attracts pollen beetles to its flowers, a small black beetle with club-shaped antennae that feeds on pollen. The pollen beetle especially enjoys the flowers of rapeseed in the spring, where it causes major or minor issues depending on the population. In our marigold flowers, the pollen beetles are controlled by entomophagous auxiliaries, such as ground beetles, rove beetles, or spiders. Marigolds can be found everywhere. It is also a medicinal plant that treats sore throats and ear infections. It has many other properties, but its main property is that it pairs very well in cooking. For example, to color dishes, raw vegetables, or salads. It can even replace saffron. And then these little buds, these little green buds, soaked in vinegar, could replace capers. If the name marigold bothers you in the garden, and perhaps this is why you have not yet welcomed this magnificent plant, know that the origin of the Latin name for marigold is solsequia, which means that which turns with the sun, following the sun, just like sunflowers.